Good evening, everyone. Before the dust settled from the collapse of the Twin Towers here in New York 6 years ago, the nation of Pakistan had been identified as the linchpin in this country's war against al-Qaeda. Practically overnight, the U.S. forged a cozy alliance with that country's leader, General Pervez Musharraf, who had come to power 2 years earlier in a bloodless coup. Tonight, the Musharraf government is in crisis. He has suspended Pakistan's constitution, declaring emergency rule and moving against his political enemies. Pakistan is a member of the tiny club of nuclear-armed nations, and for that reason and many others, the crisis there tonight has huge implications for the United States. We're covering several angles of this story tonight. We began in the Middle East with NBC's Tom Aspell in our Baghdad bureau. Tom, good evening.
Good evening, Lester. It's a state of emergency which suspends the Constitution and could create instability in a country which is a nuclear power in a dangerous region.
Tonight, Pakistan's President Pervez Musharraf said terrorism and extremism had reached their limit.
Inaction at this moment is suicide for Pakistan, and I cannot allow this country to commit suicide.
Security forces deployed throughout the capital, Islamabad. Independent broadcasting stations were taken off the air, telephone services were cut, but the city remained calm.
On the streets, traffic is normal. People are out walking. The shops and restaurants are open and crowded.
Musharraf's military moved quickly. 7 Supreme Court justices, meeting to decide the legality of Musharraf's re-election as president last month, rejected the emergency decree and were taken away in a convoy. Opposition politicians like former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif were outraged.
We cannot allow one man to play with the country like this, and we can't leave the fate of our country into one man's hands, who is the worst kind of dictator that this country or this world has ever seen.
Musharraf took power in a 1999 coup and became a key U.S. ally for the war in Afghanistan, surviving at least 2 assassination attempts in what many say is the world's most dangerous country. The U.S. has never been happy with Musharraf being president while retaining his post as head of Pakistan's military, and tonight expressed dismay with his decision to declare a state of emergency.
Anything that is extra-constitutional, anything that takes Pakistan off the democratic path, off the path of civilian rule, is a very big problem.
Pakistani opposition politicians like Benazir Bhutto, seen here at Karachi airport tonight after rushing home from Dubai, now face an uncertain future. She spoke with NBC's Andrea Mitchell by phone a short time ago.
People of my country must know that the international community and the world's only superpower stands with them rather than with an individual.
Others have already been placed under house arrest.
Parliamentary elections are scheduled for January. Now they might have to be postponed, and that would upset the U.S. even more. Lester?